Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ashley Dreaming and I love cozy games. Today we're building a family Oasis home in Oasis Springs. I never actually built there, so it was a nice change. I don't think I've played here pretty much since base game. Even then I didn't play much. But this one's sort of Tartosa inspired. Kind of fits for both. I just find the world of Tartosa to be a little bit too glitchy for me. So I decided to do Oasis Springs because this is for my Super Sim challenge, which is why it's unfurnished. But if you guys do want to see it furnished, I can do another video furnishing it. I spent so long on these beams, like you guys have no idea. It took me forever to pick some, so I cut almost all of that out. The roof took a while. Pretty much everything outside took me a while. Doors took a little bit. Windows. The windows were atrocious. You do not want to know how much footage I had to cut out for the windows. It was so bad. I had a fun time building in this style. I never build these style homes. I usually do like the blue suburban type of home. But I wanted something different and I wanted a big family home because I was at the point in my challenge where I was ready to start doing the family aspirations and I didn't want a tiny home for that. I do think this house would be good for even 100 baby challenge, legacy challenges, anything like that with a big family because there are a lot of rooms and I really don't know what you'd do with it if you just had one sim. If you had a lot of hobbies maybe. But it is unfurnished, so you could do whatever you want with it actually. It took me a while to find the matching bricks for that too. I don't know that this door really matches the style, but I was a big fan, so I ended up going with it. I do spend a lot of time looking around at the other houses, trying to get a better feel for what they do in this style, because like I said, I don't build in this style. I'm very unfamiliar with it, but I think altogether I think it came together quite nicely. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I cut out so much window footage. It was at least half an hour of me trying to decide on windows, especially that main window. I don't know why I struggled so much. I'm not a huge fan of what I settled on, but I wanted a large window that took up the space. I kind of wanted to match the style around, but I also kind of wanted to be a little different. She's new to the neighborhood. She built a slightly more modern house. And then the back door, as usual, took me forever to pick one. I think the backyard is probably my favorite part of this build. I had a lot of fun doing it. They have a nice pool, which I think is great for the desert. I don't know why more of the homes don't come with it. Like, I get that it's expensive, but this is the more ritzy part of the town, so you'd think they'd have pools. It should just be a given. I tried to make this a nice space for whatever your Sims might want to do out here. There's some seating, there's barbecue, there's a little area to lounge by the pool, there's a little planter box. You can really delete the pool and do a lot with this space. Mine is destroyed now to build a room at the back. There's a little apartment at the back now. If I uploaded the current version, it would look almost completely different from this original version. The rooms are different sizes. The backyard is nothing like this anymore. It's just the bones of the house. I didn't even recognize it at first, to be honest. I recorded this a while back and I was editing it today. I was like, what house is this? I thought I built it in Tartosa, and I was like, this looks like Oasis Springs. Why does this look familiar to me? It's because it's the household I play in. That's how much it's changed. I did not recognize it at first. It was when I started seeing the backyard, I remembered demolishing it, and then it all pieced together in my brain. It's pretty sad. The house I play in, I'm gonna say most regularly, but I think I play my Sims at Bloom house more. So the household I play second most regularly. Didn't even recognize my own house. It hasn't even been that long since I built this. Maybe a few weeks at most. I just had a lot going on. I guess slipped my mind. Been so stressed lately about my back. I think I've mentioned it in a few videos. I have sciatica and it's been really bad. To the point where I had to go to the clinic. I have to make a physio appointment. I'm off work for a few weeks. It's kind of nice having 2 weeks off, I'm not gonna lie. But it's also kind of stressful. Because I'm not getting paid for 2 weeks. And also, some days I just don't know what to do. So I'm kind of limited. I can't really walk around too much, can't sit too long, can't stand too long, can't really go anywhere because it would involve a lot of walking, and I can't walk very well. I walk with a limp. So yeah, I'm going a little stir crazy. And it's only day like 4 or 5. Doesn't bode well. Actually, my schedule, I'm mostly off 3 weeks because of when my next shift is. But it's kind of nice to have a break. Spend more time on YouTube. Gonna start streaming again. Oh, this was me trying to do a landing. I used to be able to do it. I can't remember how. I gave up, just put a railing, called it a day. After a great deal of embarrassment. The stairs also took me forever. Because I always just build the straight up stairs. I've never done the curved stairs and I couldn't figure out what I was doing. I messed it up so badly we had like 3-4 turns at one point. This is not what I want. This house really does look massive without furniture. It doesn't seem as big when I have it filled with all the stuff, and the rooms are a little bit more adjusted size-wise. Like this bedroom was too big, I had to change it. But yeah, it's strange seeing it in its original state, unfurnished and looking massive. I feel like my family was outgrowing it for a while. But now, most of her kids have aged up and moved out. It's just her, her husband, and the one daughter that lives in the apartment out back. Which, by the way, if you have ever played with an apartment at the back with like kind of a separate family, it is so annoying. I will get her to cook food from her fridge. She'll grab it out of her fridge. She'll go all the way to the main house, prepare it there, and eat it there, and then go back to her place and put this plate on the counter. I'm like, why? Why did we do this? We were right there, right at a counter. Why couldn't we just make dinner there? Every time she does the same thing. In the bathroom, she won't use the one in her place. She'll go all the way to the main house. Basically, the apartment was a waste of my time. I may as well just kept her in the main house. I did debate trashing it entirely, but I think I'll keep it. Just uploading it to the gallery. Alright, let's tour this house. First look at the whole thing. This is actually in Oasis Springs. It's kind of Tartosa inspired though. I would have built it there, but I find the world very buggy. And I never really live in Oasis Springs, so I thought I'd give it a try. The house is unfurnished because I built it for my Super Sim challenge that I'm doing, and she already has a lot of furniture, so I just brought that with me. I've just placed this back down and moved in a random sim I found on the gallery just to show it off a bit. But I'm pretty happy with the layout. In mine, this is the master bedroom and ensuite. This I have is a toddler room / nursery. This is just some extra space. I actually moved this back because I found it too big. Like this room was ginormous, so I moved it back to about there, I think. There's a little living space there. Some extra toddler toys there. Downstairs, this is the main kitchen area, office. What did I do with this? Is it a pet area? Might be a pet area. Bathroom, obviously, and 2 kid rooms. would consider furnishing it for another video if people want to see it furnished, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this came together. I think the outside was the hardest part, like the windows and the doors. The backyard I really enjoyed doing. After having a large family, because there are so many rooms, like I don't really know what you do with the space otherwise. This is actually a vet room now, as my kids have aged up and moved out all but one, so this is my little vet room. This is kind of a workout room, but you could use it for whatever you want. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this part. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.